Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers.
And I'm the Captain.
Welcome to a fun-fueled Fortin pedals demonstration.
And I have got a demiurge for some Fortin distortion pedals.
I told Lee about the song Demiurge so that he can have a Demiurge gag.
Honestly, no, it's fine. I've got a mate called Tommy that's just bought the album. I said to him, how's colostomy? How are you finding colostomy?
With apologies to Frederick and everyone else at Meshuggah.
I've got a Demi on.
I love Meshuggah. So, and I'm a massive fan of the album Kolos.
Here, have some more.
So, thank you. Yeah, that's good. I'm definitely going to need that sugar, Lee.
That's every Meshuggah gag used up for the whole video now. We can get serious now. Okay, Fortin. Probably best known for working with several big names to make some of the most popular high gain amplifiers ever, and more recently, probably the biggest selling high gain guitar plugin or amp plugin, software plugin ever.
They're really good.
Yes, he's very, very well respected.
When we were at the NAMM show last, I went to the Fortin booth and I tried the Fortin plugin for the Meshuggah amp against the actual amp, and there was no difference at all.
Wow.
None. Not one bit.
So, Andertons has just started stocking Fortin pedals. These aren't necessarily that new, but they've not been available through retail in the UK before, I don't think. Now, there are several pedals here. We've got a couple of these sort of buffer style switches, one large with a pedal on it and one small with just 3 outs. So buffer splitters here. We've got this super cool noise gate called the Zool, which is also available as a mini Zool, which we'll talk about in a minute. And really, really, I found it quite interesting about how just where this is in the chain and how it works. Then we've got the
Frederick's on dial 53.
That's the guy. I knew it was Frederick, and then I was going to struggle. The boost pedal for the guitarist from Meshuggah. Then we've got a regular fuzz from Fortin, and then we've got the Blade.
Are they calling it a boost pedal because it's more of a tighten it up, bright end, treble boosty kind of keep it, you know?
Yeah, they are calling it a boost pedal.
Okay,
but of that tube screamer type boost tightening ilk.
Yes.
And then Blade.
Can we do a before and after? Because I'm really going to enjoy.
This is for the guys from Whitechapel, their signature drive pedal.
Yes.
Anyway.
So without the Zool, you hearing probably a bit of buzz now?
Yes, that's all amp gain buzz.
Right, and I took this really affordable
super
PRS
cheap
off of Peter Honore, and they went, oh no, we need to find a drop tune guitar. But no, you can drop A on these.
It did sound good.
Yeah, so I drop A'd it. And here's a riff that I wrote that I'm actually going to probably put in a Dorje thing.
With no pedals.
With no pedals. Now, if we add the Zool, do you know where Zool comes from, by the way?
Ghostbusters.
Yes. Ghostbusters.
Look at the surprise! I've seen Ghostbusters!
Zool. When I was a kid, that terrified me, that scene.
Here's a story for you. Over Christmas and it was a long time ago, my little girl decided she wanted to watch Ghostbusters. And I was like, you sure? It's like, and I was kind of like, my wife's like, it's pretty scary, it'll scare. I'm like, no, it's not. It's got like a big marshmallow man and a puffy ghost. It should be fine. So I go through every free TV channel I have, Netflix and Sky, and I can't find Ghostbusters anywhere like that. In the end, the only place I can find it is to buy it, download it offline. So it's like, okay, fine. You sure you want to watch this? It's like £6. Are you sure? Yes, Daddy. Definitely want to watch it. Okay.
That's because she'd seen the new one with
Christmas
afternoon.
the fit guy in it. We put it on, and they're walking through the library. And the old lady turns into the ghost. She runs out the room, and that's it. £6 done in 30 seconds. She wouldn't come back in. Thanks.
Anyway, so now the noise gate is on, and suddenly your world is a lot simpler because I'm full volume here.
Yep. Clever.
See that?
Now. So this is what's cool about this. The noise gate is going through the effects loop of the amplifier, but by using the Roach splitter, we're actually triggering the noise gate as soon as it hears a guitar signal going into it. So guitar's coming in here, hopefully you can see that on Oveka Cam, straight through here and into the noise gate, but into the key input. So all we're saying to the noise gate now is trigger, or open rather, as soon as you hear guitar, close as soon as you don't hear guitar, rather than relying on getting the signal, trying to work out the signal through the effects loop. And it does appear to be a bit more effective like that. However, I still think the sound is a little bit flabby.
It's a bit flaboise.
And that's...
Add that 53. It's a really enjoyable thing to do. If you don't play this style of music, you might not necessarily understand why this is so important if you're playing loud and live, because it tightens up everything. For example, in the back of the Kraken, it does a very similar thing on a switch, like that, and then suddenly you go from like that.
It's like going down the gym. So
from me to Lee.
Interestingly, again on the Zool, you don't have to use the key input. You can use it as a completely traditional noise gate. You can run it into the front of the amplifier and it will still have some effect, but it seems to be most effective used like this. I'm going to leave the Zool on for the whole demo.
Now we should turn the gain down on the amp.
Let's turn the gain down a bit, and we'll go over to the traditional fuzz. I can do it.
Because
You're not really tethered, you're just too lazy to get up. That's all it is. Here we go. A bit of Fortin fuzz for you.
Now, we don't have the fuzz all the way up, but if you want it to be crazy, crazy lead pedal, it's more like this. Good shout, Lee. I like it more controllable.
Yeah, I do too.
And a bit more like
it went a bit sort of doom stoner, didn't it, with all the fuzz and girth in.
Sounds good though.
And then finally, the gain pedal from the Whitechapel people, Chapelle Blanc. Yes,
my favourite one.
And here is a bit of bleed.
Wait! We didn't do that before.
And sorry, here's a sound with no blade pedal. And here you are, all you night stalkers. Here's some blade.
I'm curious to know what that's like with a bit of this.
Oh, goodness me.
And a bit of...
Triple fuzz.
Well, kind of.
Well, for me, it's all about these three, I think. Especially this one. This gets rid of all the noise, doesn't it? But
for me, it's all about
three.
that one.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. What I was trying to say earlier is that there seems to be a trend with artists releasing pedals that do this trick.
Indeed.
You know, Misha,
yeah.
Tosin Abassi,
Yes.
now Frederick,
Yeah.
It's in the back of
Tubby
the camper,
Screamer. Do
beer.
you remember Tubby Screamer? He was the first guy to do it.
Tubby Screamer. Do you mean Fatboy Slim? I don't know what you're talking about.
The Tube Screamer.
Oh, Tubby Screamer.
Tubby Screamer.
Yeah, I mean, they're replicating something that the Tube Screamer did. They put the Tube Screamer in front of a gain amp and then
Yes.
get it to tighten up a little bit. But they all have their own kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I really like the 50. By the way, do you know why it's called 53?
It's not called a 53. You've said that about 25 times in this video.
What's on top of that pedal?
It's a 33.
But from this angle here, this knob
But
obscures...
you were about to tell us why it was called the 53,
Do you know why
so
it's
I
called-
want to hear the story now.
Do you know why it's
'cause-
called the 33?
No, I want to know why it's called the 53, but
It's
tell us
called
what...
the 33 because that's how many different time signatures in 2 bars he normally plays.
Wow.
Yeah, 33
I wonder
times.
why it is called the... and the 53? Is that the bus he used
Because
to catch
from this angle,
to get home
that
at
knob
night?
obscures the top of the first 3.
Oh dear. What's happening? Is it still working? Okay, well look, there you go. I should say these are all made in North America. They're all pretty pro-priced, so dive on over to the Andertons website. Feel free to cast your comment about whether you think these are a little on the expensive side or not. I mean,
Lee
they
thinks they're
certainly are.
expensive.
But my sort of feeling is, I suppose, if you've got some sort of crazy expensive guitar, a crazy good sounding amplifier, and these two pedals are what get you from like 98% the way you want to be to 100% you want to be,
Yeah.
and it costs you £400 or £500 to do it, then I suppose so be it. It's
So
worth
be
isn't
it. Yes. And if you've not checked out the album Kolos by Meshuggah, go and listen to Kolos.
My mate
It
Tommy,
is a
he honestly,
sick album.
he hasn't
You
stopped
will-
listening to it since he bought it.
You will have a severe gurn face for a long time.
Excellent stuff. Right, creaking goodbye.
Bye.
I have got a demiurge. I've got a mate called Tommy that's just bought the album. I said to him, how's Kolos, Tommy?